Peace, family. My name is Vicky Dillard. So pleased to be here on African Diaspora News Channel. Please make sure you give us a big thumbs up, and share the broadcast. Let everybody know that your sister with the curly braids is here on the channel. Thank you so much. Now, family, you all know that just right around the corner we have an upcoming presidential election. Joe Biden has already announced his plan to run, and it has already been drama, especially amongst their most faithful demographic, which are Black Americans. They are freaking out because I just did an interview with some of our people. And family, listen to this quote. This is from New York Times, a recent piece. And by the way, when the media starts putting stuff out in advance, talking about black voters, and they're signaling to the powers that be, to politicians, y'all better hurry up and get it together so that you don't take a chance on our most faithful bones and biscuits. Don't you take a chance on those that show up for us. We do nothing for them, but we use their votes for everybody else but them. Don't take them for granted in that way. This is a warning signal. Talk black to me. Emergency broadcast system. How many of you all ever watched something on television in the middle of your show or your movie or what have you? A big loud noise is made, then a big notice comes across talking about somebody is either missing. There's a weather advisement or something like that, right? This is what this is. This is the equivalent of that. This piece from New York Times. It says, as Biden runs again, Black voters' frustration bubbles. Watch this, family. In interviews, Black voters, organizers, and elected officials point to what some saw as unkept promises, raising questions about the enthusiasm of Democrats' most loyal voters. Family, already, they trying to do it early. President Biden began his re-election campaign, it says this week, vowing to, quote, finish the job he started in 2021. No one wants him to do that more than Black voters. But it goes on to say that the most loyal Democratic constituency, Black voters, resurrected Mr. Biden's struggling presidential campaign in South Carolina, sent him to the White House with his party in control of the Senate after 2 runoff victories in Georgia. In return, y'all listen, they hope the administration will go beyond past presidents in trying to improve their communities, and they listen closely to his promises to do so. Child, they ain't done nothing for us. But watch this. Those disappointments highlighted in interviews with more than 36 Black voters, organizers, and elected officials in recent weeks leave open the question of just how enthusiastic Democrats' most important group of voters will be in 2024. The interviews, y'all watch this, point to an emerging split between Black elected officials who are nearly uniform in praising Mr. Biden and predicting robust Black turnout for him next year, and voters who are less sure. So who you gonna listen to? The actual Black voters or their Black-looking officials? The Black-looking officials are supposed to reflect what the people that elected them said. But if these interviews of Black voters are showing something different, who you gonna listen to and be tricked again? Y'all love to be tricked by the tricksters. Trick. This is already freaking out the Democratic Party. They're sending out alarms everywhere, and it's signaling that Joe Biden and them are already in big trouble. This is important because we're the ones that have been giving them the benefit of the doubt for the longest. And his voice is just like ours, that's feeding the consciousness and pointing to the truth and the reality that the Democrats, just like the Republicans, have done absolutely nothing of substance for us. And some of you think that we're pushing and promoting the MAGA right-wing Republican, wing of the part of the political system. No, baby. It's just that when you give overwhelming numbers of Black folks vote for Democrats, so when you give the party that you put in power the authority to change stuff, that's the one that you're going to rebuke more than the others. Democrats in big trouble. We're not playing. We're demanding reparations. We're demanding substantive policies specific to our communities without delay. The same way you didn't delay for the AAPI community and giving them $50 million during the global plague. And the same way you didn't delay for the white Ukrainians, the white Afghans, legal and illegal immigrants. The same way you didn't delay to do stuff for the LGBTQ community and the stuff that you always do through loopholes and other policies for the dominant society and their women, we're going to stay on top of this. It's either y'all are going to cut the check for reparations for us and give us substantive policies for justice, or it just ain't, this dog just ain't going to hunt. We believe in voting, but voting for you to do what we tell you to do. It's real simple. We pro voting over here to do what we tell you to do. Just like you do for the lobbyists and just like you do for everybody else that put you in power. It's a new day. My name is Vicky Dillon. Thank you so much for tuning into the Vicky Show right here on African Diaspora News Channel. Make sure that you share the broadcast and be sure to check out VickyPlanet.com. That's my website. I can't wait to see you again.